Hello and welcome to DVB English News. I'm Joe. In this week's headlines, calls for the UN to step in to protect Rohingya in Arakan State. Free Burma Rangers visit site of airstrike in Karenni State. India's Mizoram State condemns end of free movement regime. And Aung San Suu Kyi's son Kim Aris begins humanitarian aid into Myanmar. 28 civil society groups issued a joint statement on Wednesday, calling on the UN Security Council to take action to prevent repeated human rights abuses against the 600,000 Rohingya in Arakan State.
Rohingya youth are being targeted for recruitment. Many hundred have been arrested and are undergoing training. After the training, the junta will use them as human shield, while also spreading propaganda that the Rohingya youth joined voluntarily. This could create tension between communities.
That was Rone San Nguyen, the co-founder of the Free Rohingya Coalition and one of the signatories of the statement. He called on the UK government to convene a UN Security Council meeting to discuss how to protect the Rohingya in Myanmar. The Free Burma Rangers visited a village in Damoso Township of Karenni State last week, where 4 children were killed and 9 were injured in an airstrike on February 5th. A school teacher said that medical treatment and entertainment for the children was provided.
The very first thing people need is security. Stop the Burma jets from bombing us. Stop the Burma artillery from shelling us. Stop the Burma army from shooting us. That's the first thing.
That was David Eubing, the director of the Free Burma Rangers. Eubing told DVB that FBR has made 6 visits to Karenni State since the 2021 coup to assist the more than 350,000 IDPs. The Legislative Assembly in India's Mizoram State adopted a resolution on Wednesday, condemning the government's decision to end the free movement regime with Myanmar. It also wants to build a fence along the 1,643-kilometer-long border between the two countries. Sapdanga, the Home Minister of Mizoram State, said the decision to scrap the free movement regime was unacceptable to India's Mizo people and Myanmar's Chin people. Sapdanga added that the community wants to unify under a single administrative unit in the future. The free movement regime allowed Indian and Myanmar nationals to travel up to 16 kilometers on either side of the border for up to 2 weeks without a visa, using a border pass. Aung San Suu Kyi's son, Kim Aris, spoke to DVB Bureau Chief Monmo Mya on the most recent episode of the Newsroom podcast. His Freedom Tattoo campaign, launched in 2023, has raised over $126,000 for humanitarian assistance in Myanmar.
We're starting to distribute it to the people on the ground who are able to get it to where it's needed most. The most recent campaign's funds will get to see, people will see the benefit from it very soon. Many people have benefited from that, and I hope that we've saved many lives. Every little bit counts.
That was Kim Aris, the son of Aung San Suu Kyi, who's been held in prison since the military coup on February 1st, 2021. The DVB Newsroom podcast episode featuring Kim Aris will be available on Monday. Listen on Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And that's all for this week's headlines. I'm Joe. Coming up on March 8th to mark International Women's Day, International Idea will screen 3 DVB short documentaries in Geneva, Switzerland. Members of the National Unity Government and Myanmar artist Chu Wei will attend the event. Stay tuned to DVB English News on Facebook, X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We are available wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening.